Hello and welcome to Ben's Ramblings. Today I'm going to make smoked bluefish. I got some bluefish fillets from my friend Dr. Brine. He and his daughter Leah have their own channel, Leah Fantastic. I'm going to make a brine. We'll brine the fillets overnight. Tomorrow we'll put them on the smoker. Let's get started with the brine. We're going to take a quart of water. To the quart of water, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. I have 2 bay leaves and a tablespoon of peppercorns, black peppercorns. Actually, these are assorted black and red and green. I have a cup of brown sugar packed. And last thing is 3/4 of a cup of kosher salt. All right, we want to get this to a boil and get all of the sugar and salt to dissolve. Once it's all dissolved, we're going to take it off the heat. We're going to add another quart of ice cubes because we want about 2 quarts of liquid. And once it's cooled enough, we'll clean the bluefish fillets a little bit. We'll cut out the bloodlines and the dark meat, and we'll put it in the brine in a Ziploc bag overnight. The brine's already boiled and all the brown sugar and salt is dissolved. Now we're going to add a quart of ice. We're going to add this slowly. Try not to splash. All right, that should hopefully cool that off quickly. While that's cooling, we're going to prep the bluefish fillets. All right, as I mentioned, my friend Dr. Brine and his daughter Leah Fantastic caught this bluefish just yesterday. So super fresh. He filleted it for us yesterday and put it on ice for us. Today, I'm just gonna do the final cleaning, which is to remove the bloodline and any of the dark meat. And we're also gonna check for any bones and remove those. And to do that, I have a pair of needle nose pliers, which I leave in the kitchen just for tasks like this. So first we'll remove the dark meat. Okay. And that's going to get discarded. And there's a few bones that are up here at the tail end. And in all honesty, since this is such a little piece like this, I'm just going to cut through and we'll just remove those like that on this particular one, and we'll see how the rest go. We may be able to just pull them, but all the bones are in here. I don't know if it's visible on the camera, but these are the pin bones here, and you want to make sure those are not in your final product. So we'll take this. We want to make sure we remove any of the bloodline. That's pretty good. We can maybe trim a little more off. Go. This is our waste. Same thing on this one. All right. I think we're actually pretty good by cutting out the bloodline there. They all removed all the pin bones as best I can tell. You always have to be careful when you're eating any fish. Make sure you don't get any bones in your mouth, obviously. You want to do the best job you can cleaning it. I'll just double check these quickly, see if I feel any. Oh, see, I feel one right here. And this one I'll just pull out with the pliers, so it's right there. And there it is. Check each one, rub my hand over it, see if I feel anything. I'm going to put the bluefish in this Pyrex dish. I put a few pieces of bluefish in the Pyrex. I'm now going to take the marinade and put a few ladles full. And now we'll put some more bluefish. All right, The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, since we have so much extra brine, I'm just going to drain that. I'm going to do it over a sieve so that I keep the peppercorns and anything else that stays in there, and we'll put that into the Pyrex. Okay, so this is just the peppercorns that were all in there. Take the spoon and just spread them around a little bit. And I'm going to put the lid on. And that's going to go in the fridge for 12 to 18 hours. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Ben's Ramblings again. We've got the bluefish, which was in the brine overnight. We're going to take it, dry it off, put it on a rack, and put it on the fridge so that it can dry out for a few hours before we put it on the smoker. We want it to form what's called a pellicle. It's a dry outer layer. That's going to let the fish really take the smoke well, and we'll get this started, and we'll put it on the smoker this afternoon. We're just going to take the fish, and we're going to lay it out on some paper towels I have on the cutting board. We just want it to dry out. All right, you want to do one? Okay. Take this little piece. Okay, here's the tongs. Like that. Just keep it tight. And we'll put it right here. All right, good job. We'll do another one. Get that one. Oops. Okay. Good job. Okay, let me get the rest.
Okay, Dad. Well, Dad is getting the rest of the fish.
What are we going to do next?
Well, Dad gets the rest of the fish. I am going to play.
Okay, Nathan's going to go play now. Have fun. Okay. All right, so I've taken it all out, laid it out on some paper towel on the cutting board. I'm just going to lay some more paper towel over the top and dry it off a little bit. We want to get this as dry as possible before we lay it on this rack here, which I'm going to put in the fridge. Let it dry uncovered. We want the air to really dry out the surface of the bluefish. Okay, and we'll just lay it on this mat and let it dry. Get some fresh paper towel. And as I pick each piece up, I'm just going to give them another little pat like this. Really try to dry them out on the surface. And then putting them in the fridge for a few hours, 3 hours or so, will let them dry even further. We're putting them on a rack so that the air can get under them and dry out that bottom side too. I'll check in a few hours though, and if it doesn't look like they're drying that well on the bottom, I'll flip them over. All the fish is on the rack now. I'm going to put it in the fridge to dry. There you go, there's all the fish on the rack. See you in a few hours. All right, welcome back. I'm out at the smoker. The bluefish has been in the fridge for a few hours. It's got that nice pellicle on it. Let's take a look. So the dryness is the pellicle, and you'll feel it just gets a little sticky. That's perfect. We're just gonna take this now and throw it on the smoker. All right, it's all on there now. I've got the smoker right now at about 225, 250. Once the fish gets up to about 120, we're gonna turn the smoker down to like 160, 170, and we just wanna really give them a heavy coat of smoke for about an hour and a half or 2 hours. All right, we'll check back in a little while. The fish has been on the smoker for a few hours now. I'm going to take it off. It looks fantastic. Let's take a look. This is what the fish looks like, all finished. It actually smells great. I haven't had bluefish in about 25 years, so we'll give it a try and see how it is. That's a piece that I broke off. And I'm just gonna flake a little piece off of that. Nice and flaky. Not super gamey at all. A little bit salty, a little sweet from the brown sugar. Really, really pretty good. I'm probably gonna take some of this and make a salad out of it. Basically take it, put it with some cream cheese, maybe some onion or chive. And if I do that, I'll take some pictures and maybe I'll do a little bit of a review of that. But as it is, this is great sliced thinly. It'd probably be great on a bagel with some cream cheese or something like that. Really, really tasty. Thanks again, Dr. Brine and Leah Fantastic. There's a link down below in the description to Leah Fantastic's YouTube page. I thought I was all done with the bluefish video, but I got fresh bagels this morning, and I'm gonna make a bluefish spread, the smoked bluefish spread, to put on the bagels. I took 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. I took the block, half of the block, and whipped it up with a hand mixer. To that, I'm gonna add about half of a small chopped red onion, finely chopped. And I have about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of chives. These are semi-dried. I could not get fresh chives. And to that I'm gonna add the bluefish, which we smoked the other day. And I'm just gonna take this and flake it off into this cream cheese, and we're gonna mix it all together. Yep. And the chives and the onions. All right, let's see how that looks. Yeah. Do you want to try some?
I don't like it.
You liked the bluefish the other day. All right, that looks good. I don't think I need to add any more. I'm just going to add some fresh crushed black pepper.
Are you using black pepper? White salt? Are you using black pepper and white salt?
Yes. All right, let's give it a try. The smokiness and saltiness from the fish, the little bit of a bite from the onions and the chives, black pepper, really, really good. I hope you like the recipe. Please give it a try. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Let me know in the comments how you like it. Subscribe, and don't forget, ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
See you next time.